compared to their percentage of the U.S. population, Native Americans were more likely to be killed by police than any other group, including African Americans.
A member of a Vancouver Island First Nation described as a gentle artist and a storyteller has been shot dead by Seattle police. 50-year-old John T. Williams, a carver, was holding a piece of wood and a carving knife when he was approached by an officer. Police say he was repeatedly asked to drop the knife, but he did not and was shot 4 times. Williams' family and friends are asking why and say he may not have been able to hear the warning because he was partially deaf. A-News reporter Andrew Johnson has been following the story. He joins us live with more. Andrew?
Eric, police in Seattle are facing a lot of criticism over this shooting. Some people in the community say John Williams died for no reason. This is where John T. Williams spent the last few moments of his life. It was rush hour on Monday when a Seattle police officer noticed Williams was holding a knife and a slab of wood.
The officer, finding that peculiar, got out of his vehicle, made contact with this person. The male stood up and made advances towards the officer.
The 3-inch carving blade Williams was holding is legal in Seattle, but still considered a deadly weapon. Police say the officer felt threatened when he asked Williams to drop the knife 3 times, but he did not. And 4 shots were fired from a distance of 3 meters.
This officer was not equipped with a taser, so he did not have that available to him. However, even if he had a taser available to him, we do not recommend to our officers using a taser in a situation like that.
Hey! 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 Put the knife down! Put the knife down! Put the knife down! David 33, shots fired, Warren Howell. Subject wouldn't drop the knife.
Shots fired, Warren Howell. Units for David 33. Supervisor monitoring.
Ma'am, he had a knife and he wouldn't drop it.
David 33, your status.
Under control, suspect down.
Copy, suspect down. Take control of the spot room.
All right.
You okay, bud?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Anybody else?
He had the knife open. I approached him and asked him to drop it multiple times. He wouldn't drop it, turned towards me.
Okay.
It's open.
Hey! Hey, glove up! You're gonna be the arrest team.
That's the knife off there to the left.
Okay? Good. You, hold on, guys. Get over here. Get in single file. We'll walk together, alright? He's a designated shooter. He's already shot him. So shoot him again if need be. Get behind me. I got it. Let's move up. I got it.
Ready?
I got the suspect. We're gonna move up, alright, Dave? Go.
Moving.
Ready to get shut up. Okay. Get down.
Grab him.
Grab his hand. Roll him over. Grab his hand.
You buddy? Yep. You okay? Yep. All right. Good. Okay. What? I'm up. I got my foot on it. Okay. I'm gonna get tonight. Okay. And you stay with him, please. Yeah. Until he goes home. Okay. Till he goes home. Okay. As long as you don't get hurt. Okay. Yeah. As long as you don't get hurt.
Copy on fire. He's en route.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine. Nothing on it. No, just had a night. Yeah, he had it out. He was carving up that board with it open. I approached him and the stool instructed him to drop it multiple times. He wouldn't do it. Good job. Yeah. How you doing? I'm all right. He had it open. I asked him to drop it multiple times. He was carving up that board. He kind of turned towards me.
Did the right thing.
Described by friends as a gentle soul and a talented carver. His work was once shown at a Seattle gallery. Dididat Chief Councillor Jack Thompson traveled from the band's Vancouver Island Reserve to Seattle today. He says Williams did nothing wrong and he had a hearing problem, which means he may not have heard the order to drop his knife.
It's really appalling about what happened to my relative, because he was on the streets in the first place alone in regards of trying to make a living and trying to live within the streets.
Others at the rally are calling for an inquest into the shooting, suggesting it was unjustified.
We are angry and outraged that his life was interrupted for seemingly no reason and so callously disregarded. We are worried about our most vulnerable community members who suffer regular harassment and abuse on the streets of Seattle.
The officer who fired the shots is on administrative leave while the incident is under investigation. A candlelight vigil to remember the life of John Williams was held in Seattle last night, and now only his carvings remain to offer a peek into a talented but troubled life that ended with carving knife and signature piece of wood in hand. Eric, the shooting of John Williams, which is being felt so strongly on the Dididat First Nation on the island, was the third deadly confrontation between Seattle police and suspects in a 26-hour span. That is part of what is fueling public outrage about the shooting. And at this point, we don't know what exactly happened. Did Williams approach the officer, lunge at the officer, or simply turn toward him holding his knife?
Andrew Johnson reporting. Thank you, Andrew.
You're welcome.
Okay, straight forward and walk. Straight. Clear the way.
I feel like I'm flying right now. Flying with the old ones, that to see it picked up with glue. Such a relief to see it actually gonna go where we'd like it. Stand at the Seattle Center. I saw that when you put a request out for the people to come, they'll be here. And what I saw this morning, I'm barely out of bed and I saw people coming in. I could feel them here. I feel them walking with me. It's an honor, to give something like this to what they took from us. There is peace. 2,000 some odd hours in this. I stayed up last night thinking, watching, asking the older ones for strength and thoughts that when it stands, my heart hoped it'll bring the people together. And that did. I feel him standing beside me right now, and I feel his hand on my shoulder, and he's at peace now. He'd be honored by what we did.